Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I was listening to a little music to get me pumped up for the week. Little Imagine Dragons, whatever it takes. Oh, it's a really great theme song. Good morning and happy February. Today, I want to talk about movie magic because I do believe that there is so much mysticism when it comes to movies, specifically videos. Growing up as a little girl in Vermont in the 80s, I freaking loved Hollywood, like 80s Hollywood, Corvettes and Baywatch. I guess that was 90s, but just all of that like 80s kind of idea. I loved it. When I was a little girl, all I wanted to do was live in Los Angeles. I just loved the palm trees and the whole look of it. But really, what it was, because when I got to LA, I was like, okay, this kind of is what I'm thinking, but it was a little different, right? It's the magic of the movie. It's the magic of the essence that it creates. And I, as a coach who coaches entrepreneurs, I love it when people get on camera and start to tell their own stories. And it's not because I'm visual, because I am, but it's also because there is literal magic that happens when we're exchanging our energy on the camera. And we've seen proof of this over and over and over again. In the 20th century, we have more documented everything visually. We have news clips, we have home movies, we have radio, we have phone recordings. I mean, there's so much AV history, audio video history that, I mean, as you can see, like Netflix creates shows constantly about little things that have happened all throughout the last century. So as we move forward in time, we get to document everything. And it's really fascinating to me because when my mom passed away, I found our family pictures. And I think I only have half of them, but my parents basically documented every single year that I was in school. So I have like bins and bins of like pictures. Like my childhood is so perfectly documented. It's insane. It's crazy. But there's some people who love being on camera, and most people do not like being on camera, and that's totally okay. Keeps me in business. It's fine. Um, but there's something to be said about what's happening underneath, what's happening with our energy that keeps us from being on camera. And way back in the day, there's a lot of natives wherever you were in the world, indigenous peoples who really didn't like having their pictures taken under the idea that it stole their soul. And you can see that today in many people. I don't think they're being that dramatic about it, but there's an essence there that is disconnected from them wanting to have their picture taken. And I obviously I see it all the time, even in my own family. And I think that it's important to really honor that, because animals don't like having their picture taken or being in front of a camera either. Like Wiley, my little dog, he's just so camera shy, and there's something to be said. And it's cute to have him on camera, but it's also like, all right, what's going on with him? They doesn't want to be there. There's so much about energy that we don't quite know yet, and it just fascinates me. The other thing about the camera is that we can totally exchange energies, we can exchange thoughts, we can exchange smells, tastes. I feel all of that. And when we're sharing in our lives on camera, I believe that whatever we're sharing is being evoked out of us by another person. And that's the connection piece, right? That's the connection of the energy. So just some food for thought this beautiful Monday. As you guys know, I love the camera. I think it's really a portal and a gateway to time travel, to connection, to love. There's so many powerful ways to use it, and there's a lot of ways to use it for not good, right? Um, and also in my travels, I've definitely caught different energy waves. And, last week or 2 weeks ago, I showed you guys a picture of the ghost. I have pictures like that. We capture things all the time. I believe in aliens. I just do. I think it's silly to think that there are no other life forms in the universe. And I read an article this weekend on TMZ that like someone took a picture of a craft. And then Darren was at the beach yesterday and he's like, "Yeah, I saw your craft." And I was like, "Okay, what was it?" And he's like, "Well, it looks like a disc in the sky." And I'm like, "Okay, could be could be an alien. I don't know." I just think there's a lot out there we don't know, and the camera really helps us explore the unknown, explore the mysticism that is around us. So, I would just invite you guys to kind of play with it. We all have a camera in our pocket. We can be on either side of it. And I mean, I personally love watching people's stories. Like, I love seeing you guys cooking and going to the gym and just sharing whatever happens in your lives. And that could really help someone in the future. We don't know. We really have no idea. I know that I have a voicemail from my mom right before she passed away, and I I don't listen to it all the time, but especially because she passed away suddenly, it really supported me in being able to connect with her one more time, you know? So, especially nowadays with COVID, we have, "Hey, Dave, good to see you." Um, Especially nowadays with COVID, like sometimes that's the only portal we can have to see our loved ones at this time. You know, I know the vaccines rolled out, but you know, I have a 96-year-old grandma, and I haven't seen her in about a year and a half. You know, and she FaceTimes. Yes, she FaceTimes. So there's so much beauty in the world that instead of continuing like the fearfulness of it, I just invite you to play with it and maybe send someone a video note today. You know, I send people voice notes all the time. I don't do video as much, and I'm actually gonna stretch myself today and send a couple videos. There's something really intimate and loving and mystical about the power of movies. So that's what I got today, guys. I'd love to hear your shares, how you feel about the camera, and any movie magic stories you guys have. And in the meantime, have a great day. I'll see you again tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern. Mwah. Have a great day. Bye.